Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Pets of the Week. I'm Raina, this is Michael Whiteside, and we have a special guest joining us today, JP.
Thanks, Raina. It's always a blast to be back here at Pets of the Week, the Kerr campus. And Michael, here we have Theo.
This is Theo. He is about 6 months old. He's very playful. He's a lab mix, probably mixed with quite a few different things. And he actually was the product of an unwanted litter. And he's ready to go home and ready to play.
What kind of family would be best for Theo?
He is very active. He's, like I said, he's only 6 months old. He's got a lot of energy, but he's very smart. He knows sit. When he's got some of that energy out, he'll sit down and sit in your lap, or he'll lay across your lap. He loves to play with toys, and he loves water. We've learned that from the pools in the yard. And so it's really, a family with kids would be great. He is a little jumpy, but that can be trained out. An active family that has a yard and goes running or walking because he really just wants to play and have a good time.
All right, Michael, so I hear our next guest loves to cuddle. Who do we have here?
He does love to cuddle, and his name is actually Cuddles, so it's very appropriate for him. He's a snuggler. He's about 1.5 years old. He is a terrier mix with a very handsome face with some brown and black coloring. He is a little nervous here in the shelter. I think it's just all the barking. I think that kind of, makes him a little nervous. So he's probably gonna do really well in a home that's relatively quiet. So, because he does get a little jumpy around all of the barking and the noises.
And obviously, someone who loves cuddles would have to cuddle with him, right?
That is for sure. I would imagine he is going to be pretty demanding about having lap time with you because that's really just kind of what he enjoys doing. When I was carrying him earlier, he just kind of snuggled into my neck. So he's a very loving dog, really just loves to be with his human, and is going to make a great pet for anybody, really.
And even though he was shy, when I went outside, he just went up to me and JP, like so loving, so trusting of.
Like I said, I think a lot of his nervousness is more with the noise, but once he sees people, he's just really anxious to go meet them and get to know them, and of course get some cuddles.
All right, Michael, and here we have Itsy Bitsy, right? Or is it just Bitsy?
It's just Bitsy.
Bitsy, okay.
But that's okay. I think either would work for her because she's gonna come to you whatever you call her because she's just a love bug, just crazy in love with everybody that she meets. She is a bit older. She's about 8 years old, and she has been having some issues with her lower back here that are just causing her a little bit of pain. So she's going to be on some meds and see the vet a few more times while she's here, and then she'll be ready to go home. But I believe that's the reason that she was surrendered by her owners, because they couldn't afford to give her the medical care that she needed. As you can see though, she's quite sweet. She really loves to be held. We are trying not to pick her up right now because of her back, but she's such a sweet, sweet girl. She's a Pekingese mix, which is kind of hard to tell because she did have to get her hair shaved, but she's just a sweetheart.
And every time she climbs up in my lap, she's looking at me and I'm just falling in love. I feel like anybody who's gonna see her try to.
Yes, and she has one of those faces. She looks like she only has eyes for whoever she's looking at, and she will sucker you in every time, which is a good thing. She's 8, so she's technically a senior dog, and she really deserves a loving home to spend her golden years in.
So once she is ready to go home, what kind of family do you think would be best?
She's probably going to do better in a quiet home with just adults, mainly because she's older, because of her back issues, and somebody that's going to be able to spend time and make sure that she gets the care that she needs, and of course give her a ton of love and attention.
All right, Michael, and tell us about Adopt a Shelter Dog Month.
Yes, here we like to kind of call it Dogtober. And right now, throughout the month of October, all of our large dogs, 40 pounds and larger, are only $10 to adopt. And we have a lot of large dogs in the shelter right now waiting for their homes. So it's a great time to come out and pick out one of those dogs that you can take home and get accustomed to a routine before the holidays really get going and kind of get into full swing. So, come on out and find one of those dogs that's gonna meet your needs.
All right, so obviously Bitsy does not fall into that big dog category, but there are plenty more big dogs here to choose from. And with that being said, that sounds like a great program. Back to you, Thomas.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Some good ones there. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on your screen for more adoptable animals.